Hi guys, it's a muggy day here and I'm gonna show you my grapevine this year. It's gone berserk. Look at all the growth. It's even made it onto our deck here, see? Of course, I invited them because now I put some wires here across the deck so they can start crawling in here. And you can see we'll even have grapes here while we dine out here. We're gonna have lots of grapes. And but I think I'm gonna have to limit their growth. They're getting too overgrown, and I'm afraid later on it might be too heavy for the supporting wires that I put in here. And as you can see, it's putting out a lot of shade over the pond. So later on, when I take off this cover, they'll have plenty of shade. Here's the fishies. They're waiting for their lunch. Grass is still a mess. That's why I put this supportive pole here and the beam to support the grapevines. I used to have these fishing lines to prevent herons. Now I've upgraded to these metal ones, so that'll support the grapevines better. And as you can see, the wires are putting a bit of load or pressure on my fence, I would imagine, because it's pulling it this way. So I've added more support, and later on I'm going to add more support to push the fence back. This is one of the support here, and it goes all the way to my deck. I've also put in this cross beam here on the corner of my fence that would help support the fence from like caving in. So like I said, I'm gonna have to limit the growth, so maybe I'll cut some of these vines here over here, cut this because it's not really providing much shade to the pond. Cut this. Start limiting the growth from here. Chop chop. And this is where the bridge is gonna be reinstalled, so I'll need some headroom. So I'm gonna probably chop right there, and then cut all this because it's not really providing any shade to the pond. And chop right there. So I just wanted the shade over the pond. That's one of the reasons why I grew the grapevines in the first place. And I'm glad I didn't open the pond too early, or one of the advantages of leaving the pond cover on much later is that the flowers of these have put out a lot of detritus, a lot of materials came from the vines. It's more like green flowery things that started falling like a week ago, but it's stopped now. Lots and lots and lots of grapes is gonna come out. And I think it's gonna be heavy.